Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly relaxed? No buzzing phone, no endless to-do list, no pressure sitting in the back of your mind? For most of us, that feels like a distant memory, right? We wake up already thinking about the day's chaos, rush through work, fight traffic, juggle responsibilities, and then wonder why we feel drained. Here's the truth. Stress isn't just in your head. It doesn't just make you feel anxious or tired. It literally changes what's happening inside your body. From your brain to your heart, your stomach to your skin, stress is quietly running the show when we don't manage it. Today, let's talk about the ways stress messes with your body. I'm not here to scare you, but to help you understand what's really going on, so you can start taking back control. And don't worry, I'll keep this simple, realistic, and relatable, because we've all been there. Think about the last time you were stressed out. Maybe you couldn't find your keys, or you kept rereading the same email but nothing made sense. That's because when stress hormones like cortisol flood your system, your brain switches to survival mode. It's like your mind saying, forget everything else. We just need to handle this emergency right now. But here's the catch. Your brain can't tell the difference between running late for work and running from a tiger. Both situations trigger the same fight or flight response. Over time, this constant alarm makes it harder to focus, harder to remember things, and way easier to feel anxious or overwhelmed. And if you've ever snapped at someone over something small, yep, that's stress messing with your emotional control. Your logical brain, the part that keeps you calm and rational, basically goes offline when stress takes over. The good news? Small habits make a huge difference. Deep breathing, short breaks, or even journaling for 5 minutes a day can calm that storm and give your brain space to reset. Stress will always show up, but you can train your brain to handle it better. Have you ever gone to bed exhausted but just couldn't shut your brain off? That's stress. When you're stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, the hormone that keeps you alert. It's great for emergencies, but terrible when you're trying to relax. Instead of drifting off, your mind replays your entire day on a loop, or worse, starts planning for tomorrow. The problem is, bad sleep makes stress worse. It's a vicious cycle. Stress keeps you awake, and lack of sleep makes you even more reactive and emotional the next day. You might notice you're snapping at people, craving junk food, or just feeling off. Over time, poor sleep from stress doesn't just make you tired, it weakens your memory, slows your thinking, and even messes with your hormones. That's why you might gain weight, lose energy, or feel like you're constantly in a fog. Here's the fix. Build a bedtime routine that tells your brain it's time to chill. No screens 30 minutes before bed, dim the lights, play some calming music, or do a quick stretch. And if your mind is racing, try writing everything down in a notebook. It clears the mental clutter so your brain can finally relax. Your heart is one of the biggest victims of stress, and here's why. When you're stressed, your body thinks you're in danger, so your heart beats faster, your blood pressure rises, and your blood vessels tighten. This reaction is fine in short bursts, but when it happens every day, it starts to take a toll. Chronic stress is linked to high blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, and even heart disease. You might not feel it right away, maybe just some chest tightness or shortness of breath, but over time, that constant strain wears your heart down. And let's be honest, when we're stressed, we don't always make the healthiest choices. We reach for fast food, skip exercise, or rely on caffeine to keep going. That combination, stress plus unhealthy coping habits, is like a double hit to your cardiovascular system. The solution? Move your body. Exercise is one of the best stress busters out there, and it doesn't have to mean hours at the gym. A 20-minute walk, Dancing to your favorite song or even light stretching can bring your heart rate down and release those feel-good endorphins that balance out stress. Have you ever had a stomachache before a big meeting or felt nauseous during an argument? You've seen firsthand how stress affects your gut. Here's the science. Your brain and your gut are deeply connected. It's called the gut-brain axis. When stress hits, your body diverts energy away from digestion because it thinks you need that energy to escape danger. This can lead to bloating, cramps, constipation, or diarrhea, sometimes all in the same week. And if you're someone who already deals with issues like acid reflux or irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, stress can make those flare-ups even worse. What makes it more complicated is that when you're stressed, you're more likely to eat poorly. Quick snacks, processed foods, or skipping meals altogether. And that only adds fuel to the fire. To calm your gut, focus on eating regular, balanced meals and staying hydrated. Herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint can help relax your stomach. And deep breathing before meals, just 60 seconds, can signal your body that it's safe to digest properly. Have you ever noticed how you catch a cold every time you're under a lot of stress? That's no coincidence. Stress weakens your immune system by pumping out cortisol for too long. When this happens, your body struggles to fight off germs and viruses as efficiently. That's why during exams, big work projects, or emotional situations, you're more likely to get sick. But it's not just about colds and flu. Chronic stress slows down wound healing, worsens allergies, and even triggers flare-ups of autoimmune conditions. Your body is essentially running on emergency mode, and when it's always on, it doesn't have the energy to protect you properly. The fix? Support your immune system by giving your body what it needs: enough sleep, real food, movement, and moments of calm. Even short breaks to breathe, meditate, or just step outside for fresh air can help your immune system recover. And finally, stress doesn't just hurt your body. It drains your spark. When your body is stuck in a constant state of alert, you burn through energy like crazy. That's why you can feel tired but wired, like you need 5 cups of coffee just to function. Over time, this exhaustion leads to burnout, where even small tasks feel impossible, and things you used to enjoy just don't excite you anymore. Mentally, stress pushes you towards irritability, anxiety, or even depression. You might start isolating yourself, snapping at people you care about, or feeling like you're not yourself. The way out is to build in real recovery time. Not scrolling through your phone, not binge watching, but activities that actually relax your mind and body. Read, listen to music, journal, spend time with someone you love, or just sit quietly with a cup of tea. Stress will always be part of life, but learning to recharge regularly keeps it from completely taking over. Think of it like recharging your phone. You wouldn't wait until the battery hits 0, right? Your body and mind deserve the same care.